it's all been about Hunter Hess the past 4 years because the kid was a stud.
Well, I mean, how could you not make it all about him?
Well, yeah, and I think because of that, sometimes as a team, it's easy to become relaxed when you know, when all else fails, we'll give the ball to Hunter. And now suddenly Eldon is having to play all 5 guys on the floor, so it's a completely different style of basketball.
Yeah, it's been entertaining. What I've seen early in the season, the last Eldon game I did, it was entertaining, and I just love watching them play defense.
I mean, even look at this in the huddle right now with Coach Caudell. Yeah. He's leaned over. He's got his boys on the bench. Everybody else got their arms around each other behind him. I mean, this looks like a group that's ready to go to war together.
Yeah, you don't fake that. That's true chemistry right there. That, like you said, that's friends right there.
And I love it. When I saw him over at the Tipton tournament, I went to talk to him, and just the fun that they're having. Literally, he talks about each unique personality. I was like, how do you, keep it all in check? I don't. Sometimes you just got to let them be who they are.
Well, you have to. I mean, that's the fun part of them. Just let them shine, man. Do their thing.
And we'll meet the starters first for the Eldon Mustangs. Number 1, point guard Talon Hull. Number 2, one half of the newly named Goose and Maverick, Devin Hardy. Number 3, Britton Ahart. The real size of this Mustang, 6'4". Number 24, Cody Tam, 6'2". The kid has really come to life the past few weeks. He's an athletic freak, and I mean that in the best possible way. Oh, yeah. And, of course, number 25, Kyle Hines. Jason, I wish you could have seen the play they ran. It didn't quite fall. Coach Caudell showed off his smarts when they were at South Callaway. It was the semifinal matchup, down by 1, and they were playing against North Callaway. North Callaway ran a 2-3 zone all night with their bigs up. So he went ahead and had his big start on the low block, had guards out on the corners, and had Talon up top. 2 bigs flashed high and set screens inside of the top 2. Talon drove so he could go for a floater. That drew the bottom big up. Cody Tam cut from the backside instead of a floater. He tossed a lob to the left side for Cody Tam on the cut to the basket. The dude set double screens to open up a zone and throw a lob. Cody did everything right. I saw the ball go inside, roll around the inside of the rim twice, and come back out. But I just thought the play design was beautiful. The execution was great. It's just sometimes it just don't fall.
Yeah, sometimes it just don't go your way.
On the tip-off, going to be Britton Ahart jumping for the Mustangs. Opening possession, though, goes to the Comets, and we've already got a whistle. What was the issue there? I've missed it.
I really don't know. I don't know if maybe the clock wasn't – did they have the – well, the clock was –
well, whatever it was, we're going to jump again. This is – did we see that? No, I saw this in the Camdenton game yesterday where there was a off the jump ball. 2 players got tangled up and forced a jump ball before there was a possession. So the ref's like, we got to do it again. This time the Mustangs get it. Oh, press coming out early, and it's picked off by Fatima. Comets off to the run out. Played up and in Matthew Robertson.
Yeah, they'll get up and down that floor quick. Robertson can play.
It's a 2-3 zone for the Comets, but the top 2 stretch really high. Not Lakers. Mustangs can take advantage of this if they do it properly. Hull steps inside, skips it. He's got Hines on the block out to Hardy. Thought about the 3 instead of skip pass over to Ahart. Ahart, wing 3, just off the front iron. Rebound, Fatima. Ahead, Robertson on the left wing. Little hesitation, gets inside, dishes it out. Comets going to work the ball around the outside. A rocket fired in. It's bobbled, picked off by Ahart. Britton wants to run. He's got the size, and he is fouled. That's probably a smart foul. Yeah. Because, Sam Strumpf is 5'11" and saw 6'4" Britton Ahart with a head of steam.
Yeah, he was going to get around him.
It's lobbed into Britton out on the right wing. A little America play. Devin Hardy comes off the screen. Wing 3 won't go. That's Xavier Stukin with the board. Stukin inside, makes some space. A little mid-range jumper. It's short. Rebound, Cody Tam. Talon brings it up. Over to Devin. Working around this 2-3 zone. High skip to Britton. Now Talon. If anybody can handle this pressure, it's Eldon. These kids are very methodic.
Yes, they are.
Mid-range jumper, nice. Kyle Hines. That's what I'm talking about. They took the time, broke down the zone. Kyle Hines with the mid-range jumper. We're tied at 2 apiece.
Yeah, no panic, no anything.
So Eldon says, we'll show you a 2-3 zone. It's going to be a battle of the zones here this evening. Inside out for Fatima. Wing 3 off the iron. Ahart the board, and he wants to run. Fired ahead to Hardy. He steps into a wing 3, just off the mark. Robertson the board. The Comets want to run. Dished out, corner 3 not there. Drives baseline, dished out for a wing 3 for Matthew Robertson. Off the iron, no good. Great box out, nice board Hines.
Out by Hines.
These teams play very similar. I said it was polar opposites, and I love that. Talon saw the double team coming, so wait, what? Whoa. What was the call?
They called an over and back.
Did he put his foot on the line?
Yes.
Otherwise, I loved the play. I thought he got a reach. I didn't see that he stepped over. I thought he was shielding the one player on the double team to create space. So tied at 2 apiece. Fatima, inside-out game, looking at the wing three, but holes there defensively. Top of the key, 3 lined up for the Comets off the back iron. Talon's got the board. 5:40 to play. Pass inside. Cody Tam lays it up and in. Mustangs lead 4-2.
You don't get any easier than that right there.
So again, be patient, working against a zone. Wing three for the answer for the Comets. Won't go. Talon in there with the board. Talon ahead to Devin. Hardy gets bumped off the ball. It's taken away by the Comets and just thrown ahead to Stukin. And he has it stripped. Oh, but an offensive rebound put up and in by Sam Strumpf.
I like that, though. You can test everything, even when it looks like you can't get it.
Talon does not care about how big he is. Talon's 5'11", 6 foot, somewhere in that ballpark. And he'll go up against the big guys like it's nothing.
Yeah.
There's now a 1-3-1 from Fatima. Corner three given up. And Cody's three rattles and pops out. Reach in foul on the fast break. Going to go against Kyle Hines. 4:58 to play in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. Substitutions for Fatima, as well as Eldon. Mason Deerking making his first appearance. He'll come in for Kyle Hines. Mason, early in the year, only played a few minutes. As the season's gone along, his minutes have grown, and for good reason. He's been playing good ball.
Yeah.
Corner three is short. Mason in there fighting for the board, but the Comets have it. Matthew Robertson on the drive, gets to the paint. Tam there to contest, but he'll be called for a shooting foul, and Robertson will go to the line for 2.
Really nothing easy inside there, man.
Britt, how's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Just thank you.
Good analysis, Britt. Thanks. First free throw is good for Robertson. Second one good as well. When you and the coach have the same last name, you're probably going to be decent. Coach Robertson, though, does a great job.
Oh, he's a great coach. Great basketball coach.
Nothing but respect for that guy. Talon Hole back to Tam in the corner. They're trying to work this zone. Skip to Britton. Britton fakes the pass, sets his feet, fires the three. Halfway down, but the board to the Comets. Fatima leads 6-4 with 4:25 to play in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter. Inside Robertson, skips it. Corner three, it's knocked down. You got to keep an eye on these Comets.
Yeah. They get hot.
Eldon looking for some offense. Hardy in the corner, going to Deerking on the block. Out to Ahart. Quick passes, but it's tipped by Fatima and saved back, but Deerking picks it off. Drops it off to Hardy. Back to Britton. Britton splits the defense, picks it up. Oh, beautiful find. Cody Tam with the backdoor lay-in. Britton with eyes in the back of his head.
Yeah, that was a beautiful look right there. Beautiful finish.
It's a 3-point lead for the Comets, 9-6. 3:38 to go. Fatima working against the zone of the Mustangs. Stepping into a three at the top of the key off the back iron. Talon Hole another board, because why not?
Yeah.
That's your point guard in there rebounding. Britton at the volleyball line. Quickly back to Talon. Back to Britton. Skips it to Hardy. Corner three for the tie. Got it!
So he hit the strap.
No, of course not. That would be out of bounds.
I think he did. Barely, but he did. That's awesome.
The officials aren't listening to us, so it doesn't matter. Robertson, extra pass. Eldon doing a great job closing out on shooters. I love watching Coach Caudell on the sideline, man. He is down there with the defense, too.
Yeah, he fired up.
Fatima trying to work around the outside. Good closeouts by the Mustangs. Dish to the corner. Nothing there for the Comets. Try to go inside. It's tipped, keeping it alive. That's a travel.
Ooh. I don't know about that.
Reach-in foul going to go on the Mustangs. Coach Caudell asking the same thing. Sir, how many steps did he take before that foul?
I mean, I agree it was a foul, but that was after his 3 steps.
That'll just be the... Well, I just realized Eldon's the guest, not the home team. That'll be the 3rd team foul on Eldon. 2:45 play, so no major concerns there. Mason Deerking, I love it. When he subs out, sprints the bench to high-five everybody. He gives effort on and off the court. Inside-out game. Fatima drive, dish to the corner. 3 off the inbounds, hits front iron. Britton Ahart, strong board. He wants to lead the fast break. Head to Talon, settles himself, drops it off to Britton. Fake, drives, hangs in the air. Layup just off the iron. Offensive board. Ahart saves it back.
Save.
to Hines, over to Rhett Bayshore, who's checked in. If you haven't watched much of Rhett Bayshore, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
Tam, that mid-range jumper, it's just short off the iron. That's Cody's shot right there in the short corner. Rhett Bayshore knows one speed, and it is 150 miles per hour.
I do remember the way he played in that TIFTA tournament. It was unbelievable.
His hair bobbling in the wind the whole time. I mean, he is having a blast at it. So we've nicknamed him and Devin Hardy Goose and Maverick because, like Top Gun, they just want to fly.
I remember him going after Reese Murdoch in that game, just right up on him. Did not care.
Picked his pocket a couple times.
Picked his pocket. He brought some energy.
I'm not going to lie to you. Rhett's probably not going to give you 30 a night. You don't need it. He'll give you all the defense in the world. 3 from the wing from Fatima. One of the few offensive boards they've gotten. It won't fall. Long rebound tipped out. Fight for it. Pulled in by Stukin. His skip pass. Wing 3 for the Comets. Inside out won't go. Another offensive board. And a foul going to go against the Mustangs. It's going to go against Britain fighting for the board.
They're going to call that a push.
What hurts the worst if you're Fatima is you're probably saying don't call that because Fatima may have had a layup off that offensive board.
Yeah.
Either way, we're knotted up at 9 apiece with just under 2 to go here in the first.
He needs to stay out of foul trouble here. He needs to pick up an easy one.
Bayshore knocks it loose. Stukin gets it back. Top of the key trying to drive. Bayshore gives up nothing. Man, this is fun to watch.
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes, man.
He is so low. Hands out. Oh.
Hey, I like it. I don't care.
A hand check going to be called on Rhett. This kid, and I don't know, Rhett and Devin are both listed at like 5'9".
Yeah.
They'll go right after the 6'5" guys.
Well, he's not looking the kid in the eyes. He's looking on his hips where you can fake with your eyes, but you can't fake with your hips. So that's good defense right there.
With that being the 5th team foul, to send Max Stukin to the free throw line. I'm going to guess these Comets are good free throw shooters. First one's up and good. Fatima regains the lead 10-9. 1:42 to play in the Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company, first quarter. We'll get Ahart out of the game for a breather. Hines back in for him as the second free throw is knocked down as well. 2-point lead. Talon Hole, once again, has really impressed me this year. He's kind of been the catalyst for this offense.
Yeah.
You see even there, he sees the double team coming, and he's very patient about it. He doesn't just go 100 mile an hour into it. He lets the double team come to him while surveying the court and draws the reach-in foul. Rhett gets the inbounds to the backcourt. Double team comes, so he finds Talon. Talon gets inside, tacks the zone off the glass and scores.
That's a nice take right there.
He kind of just cupped it like a running back and split the big guys. Tie ball game, 11 apiece with 1:10 to play in the first. Fatima working around the outside. Good closeouts by Eldon. Extra pass underneath, laid up and in. Xavier Stukin. He tried to jam it, I think, but
I think he was about to.
That's worth 2 either way. Bayshore inside, jump stop out to Hull. Thought about the 3. Sidestead working around to Cody Tam. Back to Talon.
Hardy sneaking around down there under the rim.
Yeah, that 1-3-1, those short corners are there. Devin gets it in the corner, fires it back up to Talon out the volleyball line, over to Cody. Extra pass Bayshore. Shot fake inside, and I think he thought Hines was going to dive off the screen, and
I think Hines thought he was just going to take it.
Yeah, Hines was trying to hold the
wall up.
Yeah, he had a nice backside post up and was trying to leave room. But either way, good offensive set, just a little miscommunication. 30 seconds to go in a 2-point game. 13-11, the Comets lead the Mustangs. Left wing firing down to the low block. Xavier Stukin's hook shot draws nothing but air. Ahart's got the board. Xavier Stukin is 6'5", big kid, lanky, but he's not real thick, and I think Eldon can bully him a little bit.
I agree. Eldon kids are strong, man.
10 seconds to play. Ahart sets the screen for Talon. Talon drives right side. Baseline gets knocked off ball. Skips it up to Devin. Devin forces a 3. Just off the front iron.
And that could have been huge.
It's been a competitive first quarter, back and forth. Mustangs trail 13-11. When we come back, you're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Martin Metal, just outside of Versailles, Missouri, is proud to announce the operation of our new laminated post-production plant. We now offer our customers high-quality glued, nailed, and plain 3-ply, 4-ply, and 5-ply columns. Yellow pine and treated 2x6 and 2x8 constructed. These posts won't split, warp, or twist and are backed by a 50-year warranty against rotten decay. Order by the job, the bundle, or the truckload, as we offer delivery in Missouri and across the heartland of America. Call Martin Metal to find out more. 573-378-4050 and move your project forward with Martin Metal.
We're back as we join the second quarter of action. It's been a tight one here. 13-11, Fatima leads Eldon. I mean, it's safe to say, Jason, that the defense of the Tigers has been very effective against these Comets.
The Mustangs, you mean? Sorry about that.
This whole back-to-back game thing throws me for a loop. Tomorrow's going to be even worse. I'll have Tigers, Mustangs, and Lakers by the end of the day.
On your last leg over there at Tipton during their tournament.
Boy,
no, I think the defense has done a great job, and I'm going to tell you what, this Fatima team, they can get up down the court and score some points, and here's Eldon right here with them after one.
Yeah, that Tipton tournament game was bad. I called South Callaway everything but South Callaway that night.
Southern Boone Callaway, Callaway Boone Southern.
The school changed hands a lot, all right? Robertson inside, but a good double team comes from the Mustangs. Fatima works it around. Corner three dialed up. It's long. Board pulled in by Tam. Ahart going to bring it up the floor on the right side. Goes to Hines in the short corner. Back out to Cody. Talon will reset. Oh, Britton trying to point out to Talon, hey, I got a guy 5 inches shorter than me on the block.
Yeah, you need to go to him.
Straight man now from Fatima after all zone in the first half. So Eldon trying to make some space to free up Britton. They lob it into him in the short corner. Let's see if Ahart can go to work. He spins off. Turnaround. Jumper's good.
That's about as pretty as it gets right there, man.
You love nothing more than when one of your best players says, I've got the mismatch, give me the rock, and then he hits it. Oh, and the ball picked off by Hardy. Devin off to the races. Drops it off to Talon. Talon attacks the basket, and a blocking foul called on Fatima.
Nice job.
The confidence Eldon is playing with right now showing. I mean, they do not look remotely afraid of this Fatima squad.
No, they're not.
Ahart tosses it in, goes off the Comet, winds up in Hardy's hands. Goes back to Britton. He spins, goes baseline off to Cody. His shot blocked. He keeps it alive and takes the contact, counted, and a foul. Cody Tam with the circus shot to give the Mustangs the lead.
Yeah. This is the kind of fire and effort I wish my Tigers would have played with right here a little bit more of.
I got to give a little love to Cody's sneakers.
The powder blue or the Carolina blue, whatever you call it.
Whatever blue you want to call it. Those are some slick kicks. And he completes the three-point play with the made free throw as well. It's 16-13, Eldon by 3. Here with just under 7 to play in the second quarter. Eldon now playing a little, well, I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm going to get a better look at that. Shot won't go. Tam the board. Oh, it's stolen by Stukin. Xavier extra pass. Tam meets him at the rim, but they're going to call a shooting foul. I love that Ahart went up there and took that rebound away just in case.
Now, the effort this Eldon team is playing with right now, this is good, man. This is a great game. If Fatima thinks they're going to go away, they're not.
First free throw off the front iron.
Fatima's missed a lot of shots tonight. They've taken a lot of threes, but they haven't really made a lot of threes.
I mean, I will
told me
say
they would have 13 points at this point in the game. There's no way.
I will say when they played Camdenton the other night, Camdenton really pressured the shooters. Second free throw rattles and falls for the Comets. They only scored 38 on Camdenton. So this may not be the same.
May not be the, yeah.
But it also, I mean, you got to give love to the defense of the Lakers and, of course, this defense of the Mustangs tonight.
Yeah, Mustangs can play some deep.
Deer King, extra pass. Hines, corner three, off the front iron. Mason keeps it alive. Talon thought about it. Like I said, high basketball IQ. That was one of those, I could take this, but there's a better shot looming. Yeah. And a timeout called by Coach Caudell. Wants to set something up. Mustangs lead 16-14. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Aye, Captain. The seas of the Ozarks are too rough. Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings. She'll never be installed right. She ain't sturdy, Captain. Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
I'm either doing this early or late, depends on how you want to look at it. You're listening to this broadcast on KTKS for Sales Eldon at the Lake of the Ozarks, 95.1 FM online, lakeradio.com, streaming at MoSportsZone.com. Britt on the camera, Justin at the studio, Jason on the call, and they say my name's Colton. Talon to Tam in the corner. Pass is tipped and stolen by the Comets. Fatima on the run-up, but boy, Eldon gets back quick.
Yeah, they cut that off quick, didn't they?
Fatima steps in the high post, steps back. By the way, this is technically, what would this be, the 3-7 matchup?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
On the wing are the Comets, reset to the top of the key. Winner of this game goes on to face, pass nearly thrown out of bounds, saved by the Comets. Robertson inside, dishes it back out to the wing. And nearly stolen on the floor. Man, somehow the Comets keep alive. This time it is stolen Ahart. 2-on-1 run out for the Mustangs. Hardy, left hand, just wouldn't climb the iron, but it's stolen by Cody. He saves it back blindly, goes to the Comets, and how?
Oh, man, that was a great play.
The kid threw his arm into Britton. Britton was running by. Britton did not, I don't know that one. Britton did not extend the hand or anything. The kid went to pass as Britton was running through, and he hit Britton with the ball.
But even though it didn't count, Colton, how many steals did he almost just have right there? I mean, that's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, but the problem now is that's Britton's third foul, and he's got to go to the bench.
Yeah. Oy, that's costly.
Either way, Mustangs have played great as a whole. This is not a one-man show by any stretch of the imagination. Fatima, high post is Stukin, extra pass, corner three, dialed up, halfway down, rebound Tam. Talk about playing well. Cody Tam is doing great inside and crashing the boards. I get more and more impressed with Cody every time I watch him play. Talon to Hardy. He fires to Cody. He is fouled on the shot and will go to the line for two.
I think Eldon can find a little success right there because that's been there all night long.
You know, if you're a young kid watching Eldon play basketball and there's something you take from their game, I think one of the biggest things they do that's hard to get high school kids to do is move without the basketball.
Yes, exactly. There's constant movement on this Eldon team. But that's how you find those little easy openings.
Cody at the line. His first free throw off the back iron, too strong. Just under 5 minutes to play in the second. Because I just realized I have had the score backwards this whole game. Anybody that's watching, I apologize. I'm so used to Eldon being the home team.
Yeah, it's a little bit kind of goofy with them being on the visitor side, isn't it?
That second free throw miss?
Yep.
Okay, Fatima back the other way. Turnover back to the Mustangs. Okay, I've got the score correct now. If anybody was watching this, they're probably like, he keeps saying Eldon's winning. Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Already just being a pest on that one right there, causing another turnover.
But that's the thing. Eldon plays with the same intensity all game long. But look at how far Fatima's willing to expand this 1-3-1. I really think the Mustangs can get inside as Talon drives, dishes it off to Bayshore. Rhett lobs it up to Devin Hardy.
There it is.
Rocket to the baseline. Hole extra pass. Cody with a head of steam. Lays it up and in. I say again, movement off ball.
Yep.
18-14, the Mustangs lead 3-seed Fatima. Inside Robertson. His shot won't go. Offensive board. It's stripped, knocked around. Last touch by the Comets. Ball back to the Mustangs.
Man.
They don't stop. Even on a rebound, they're slapping at it, trying to pop it loose from you. There is no breath right now away from the Mustangs.
You look at the Fatima team right now compared to the Eldon team, and Eldon's just a step faster right now. Playing just a little bit harder.
I've been saying it all season. You can look at Eldon's record and think what you want. If you take them lightly, they will get you.
Well, there's a big E on that center court, and I guarantee you Eldon doesn't want to lose on this court. So it's a pride thing, and they're playing like it.
I mean, Eldon played Smith Cotton in the opening round and played them very well for about 3 quarters. A Smith Cotton team that beat Camdenton by near 50 the other night. Oh, ball on the floor, picked up. That's a travel.
That's a travel.
Thank you. Yeah, it was stripped by the Comets. And the
Unless you're a Globetrotter.
Great steal, but they do frown upon you getting up with said steal after you had it on the ground. So Eldon retakes possession, up by 4 with 3:45 to go in the second. Talon needs help. He picked up his dribble. Tam steps out to meet him. Working against Robertson. Oh, his body stripped from behind, and it's picked up by Fatima. Good help defense from the Comets there. Robertson fires to the corner. Strong take inside. Shot flipped up, won't go. Kyle Hines.
Rebound.
He may have got fouled twice and didn't care. Talon splits the defense. Boy, he's got handles.
Yes, he does.
Skipped Bayshore, corner three. Instead, he drives inside. Little floater. Ooh, just rolls off the iron. I like that take.
Yeah.
Comets race back the other way. In the corner. Now Robertson attacks from the wing. Dished out to the opposite corner. Hines runs him off the line. Good closeouts. Fatima has to reset. Inside out game. Robertson contested three, up and good. That boy's just a ball player.
Yeah, he's a ball player.
18-17. Mustangs lead by 1. 2:45 to go in the quarter. Tam flashes to the top of the key and receives the pass. He's going to drop it off to Hardy, attacking on the left side. Picks it up off to Bayshore, back to Cody. Around to Talon. He's on the right wing, back to Bayshore, top of the key, over to Devin. Screens down, Hines flashes high and gets the pass. We're going to Red on the right wing. Drops it off to Cody, back to Talon, little weave. Talon's got a lane, loses it, flips it off the glass, nearly falls. But now the Comets want to run. It's 2-on-2. Devin tries to step in the way to take the charge. Robertson goes right around him, and the Comets regain the lead 19-18 with 2 minutes to go. With Britton not on the floor, the offense has been a little harder to come by.
A little harder to come by.
Tam screens high, or flashes high, gets it. Attack, it's stripped. Bayshore ties it up. Jump ball called, and possession arrow favors the Mustangs?
I don't know.
That point was not very convincing.
No, I still don't know. Who's throwing the ball in?
I believe it's Eldon ball.
Oh, finally, somebody. There we go.
Everybody on the floor knew. They just left us in suspense. 1:50 to go. 1 point Comet lead in the first half. 19-18. Low scoring affair, but an absolute battle. Bayshore flashes high, receives the pass. He looks to drive, takes the contact. That will be team foul 4 on Fatima. Free throws could be huge here with Britton not on the floor. If I'm Coach Caudell, I'm telling my boys, hey, you're a step quicker. Go at him.
Yeah, let's go to the line.
Especially Talon Hole. That kid's got a ridiculous amount of touch. Talon gonna be patient. Goes to Devin. Screens down. Tam flashes high. Waits for it as Bayshore pops open on the left wing. Over to Talon on the right wing. They're screening down. They're trying to get a match they want. I think they want to attack out of this. It's tipped. Hardy goes back to meet it. Picks it up. It's tipped again on the floor. Still on the floor. Wait, what?
Well, how do you call a timeout? Nobody had possession.
That may be one of the things in basketball that I would give anything to see fixed. The ball was being poked around. And, I mean, kudos to Fatima's coach, Robertson, for calling the timeout. You got to try it. But, like, if the ball's not in possession of anybody, how do you call a timeout?
He had as much a right to call a timeout as I did.
If that's the case, game-winning shot, I'm calling a timeout while the shot's in the air.
No kidding. I mean, nobody had possession.
Oh, boy. So we're going to talk this over. It'll be Fatima ball up 1 with 1:19 to play. See ladies head coach Isaiah Ryan over there. Boy, he was an impressive ball player in his time.
He was. Isaiah he was a good kid, man. Just a good kid, good coach.
If he was just a little taller.
If he was just a little taller, things could have worked out better.
I don't know what Isaiah is, 6'10", something like that?
6'10", I believe.
I think he was, what they say,
4 years at Missouri State.
First kid to ever dunk on those new rims at Missouri State.
First one to dunk in the new Hammons Arena, whatever they call it now. Southern Bank Arena.
Which, if I'd have just been a little older, I could have been the first.
Yeah.
I just needed a trampoline and a boost.
If I was taller, could jump, wasn't 900 pounds, I could do a lot of things.
If I had any basketball skill, I mean, if it's just only a couple things needed to go differently, Jason. That's what I'm getting at.
Just a couple things didn't go my way, or it could have been Brad Pitt.
Oh, somewhere your wife is saying, if only. Fatima on offense. Skip pass. Screen leads the wing 3 open. That was a design play, and they executed to perfection. 22-18. This is an interesting time for Eldon. You don't want to let Fatima really open this thing up before the half. You've been in a great spot all game. Can you cut this down? I mean, it's only a 4-point lead. If I'm Eldon, be patient here, but also try to get a good look inside. Bayshore, left hand. What a take from Rhett.
That is a take right there, man. That is unbelievable.
I mean, no disrespect. I didn't know he could do that.
No, that's just not really his game, I don't think. But
Wing 3 launched from the Comets, draws nothing. Talon's got the board. Forget letting Fatima have a deficit. You could tie this thing up or take the lead.
And with Ahart on the bench for as many minutes as he has been, this Eldon team's done really well.
Rhett over to Cody. Game clock down to 25. Does Coach Caudell think about saying last shot?
I would.
And I think they already have decided that as Talon's going to go to the logo as we hit 17 seconds left. And Coach Caudell calls out the set. Hardy sets the screen for Talon. Double screen with Deer King. Over to Tam on the left wing. 10 seconds. Play it back to Talon. Get a look here. Talon attacking on the right side. 6 seconds. Crossover. Gets inside. Draws contact. Hangs in the air. Go Deer King. The put back.
I don't think they had a chance for it, but I think you got to be happy if you're the Eldon Mustangs team right now.
This is the 3-7 matchup, and it's a 2-point game as we go to the half. Ivy halftime show's coming up. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Since 1844, Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes have been a part of the Lake area. They've seen the communities grow, they've seen the communities change, but one thing remains the same. Nothing's more important than our schools. Kidwell Garber would like to take this time to salute everyone involved in keeping the schools a source of pride for the area. And to the students who always strive to do their best, whether in sports or academically, you are the future. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie and Kidwell Granite Works.
Since 1882, the Bank of Versailles has been locally owned and operated. Lending decisions are made right here in our community by people who understand real estate in the area. The Bank of Versailles is your local home and farm loan specialist, offering knowledgeable staff and competitive fixed rates that are hard to beat. The Bank of Versailles, building relationships with the people in our local community for 142 years. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Since 1944, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company, Morgan County's only locally owned lumber yard, has been providing the area with quality building materials needed for its building, remodeling, and repair projects. Because customer care is Carpenter Gunther's #1 goal, your project is always their priority. They take as much pride in your project as you do. Reach them at 378-4433 Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and 8 to noon on Saturday. Carpenter Gunther, where they put the home in hometown business.
As a new year rolls in, it's time for everyone's favorite thing, taxes. Okay, while it may not be our favorite thing, it's something we have to do. Jason Blankenship, CPA, LLC, is here to take the stress out of tax time. Whether it's W-2 and 1099 filing or business and individual taxes, the staff at Jason Blankenship, CPA, LLC, is here to help with all your payroll, accounting, and tax needs. Give us a call at 573-557-2417 or stop in and see us at 401 East North Street in Eldon.
Have you ever gone into panic mode because you reach into your wallet and your debit card is not there? Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. With the Umbrella app on your mobile phone, you can block your debit card with a quick tap of a button. 5 minutes later, you remember that it's in your pocket. No problem. Just go back in and unblock your card, and now it's business as usual. Ask us how you can enroll. Member FDIC.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
And we're back with the Hy-Vee halftime show. Jason, this has been an absolute barn burner in the first half. 22-20, Fatima leads Eldon, but it's safe to say this is still anybody's game.
Oh, it's anybody's game right now. There's not one team that has an edge over the other right now. And I thought maybe Fatima can kind of pull ahead a little bit with Ahart there on the bench quite a bit of that second quarter with foul trouble. But tell you what, they short stepped up, had a great left-handed take down the lane, and Eldon hung around. They were, I think when he went to the bench, they were up by 2 or 4, and the fact they played that whole time against the third-seeded team with their stud on the bench, and they're only down by 2. Yeah, I think they've done pretty good.
Yeah, I've been very impressed, and like I said, it's been a by-committee thing for the Mustangs because, yeah, we can say Britton's on the bench, but, I mean, to be fair, scoring-wise, Britton's really not even the one leading the take. Cody Tam has 9 on the game right now.
Yeah, he's kind of been leading the way here, and there's numbers up there by everybody, so this is a team effort tonight. But, man, I like the way they're playing defense. They're contesting everything, getting steals, get down the floor. I mean, it's a fun game to watch.
And once again, this is a Fatima squad that comes in with a record of 10-5. They defeated Versailles by 31. They knocked off Warrensburg. They lost to Montgomery County, which, to be fair, Montgomery County is a Final Four team. And from what I was told,
they're still pretty good.
Well, actually, what I was told is they got a lot better. Apparently, when I was at South Callaway, the AD there told me they happen to have a Class 6 stud transfer in that has really helped their program.
That's the kind of stuff I've seen a lot of at Versailles over the years.
Yeah, you guys, that happens all the time, man. 6'8", 6'9" Giants just come in.
And we got a new kid. He's 3'6", and he's got 2 left feet. Here, coach. All right, thanks.
But this Fatima squad knocked off South Callaway, who took second in the Tipton tournament. They beat them by 13. They beat Hannibal. They beat Lynn. They beat Tipton by 41. They beat School of the Osage, who's 11-3. They beat Hallsville in a very tight game. They fell to Blair Oaks, but from what I've heard about Blair Oaks, that's not an insult.
Yeah.
They lost to Rush Senior Homeschool. I'm going to go out on a limb and say private. They defeated Waynesville. I mean, this is a squad that has beat a lot of good teams, 10-5, and now Eldon is giving them all they can handle. The funny part of this, these two teams are going to see each other again a long time from now, specifically on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, they're going to know a lot about each other when Tuesday gets here. Eldon comes in with a record of 3-9. If you just looked at that, it's 3-9 team, cool, let's go get them. The problem is 3-9, and you lost to a Mountain Grove squad that you were up most of the game and fell apart in the fourth. You lost to South Callaway by 3 points in the Tipton tournament, or you very well could have been playing in the championship, and I think they would have had a chance to win that championship.
Sure.
You lost to Buffalo by 11 in a game which you shot abysmal. You lost to Warsaw by 1 in overtime because half of your team, 3/4 of your crowd, and 4 guys you'd never met before got called for a foul. You were in Warsaw.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
I'm still reeling.
We're still not content about that.
My eyes are still stained with that.
You lost to North Callaway by 3. I'm saying all this not to say, it doesn't matter. A win's a win, a loss is a loss. I totally get that. Coach Caudell's not going to sit there and give you moral victories, but this team is a couple shots, couple plays going differently from being, 8-9 win team. So I just think if you look at this record and say, we're playing the 3-9 Mustangs, that's fine. When you're down in the fourth quarter, understand you were the ones that thought you were playing a 3-9 team going in.
It goes to what I've always said as a coach, whether it be our youth football teams or teams I coached on. Anytime you play Eldon, I never cared about the record. They're just tough kids.
They are.
It's a tough town. It's tough kids, and it doesn't matter. They're just gritty. There's just something about them. They don't, you don't beat them easy if you do beat them. It's pretty cool. This is a pretty cool game right here for a 3-7 game?
3-7 matchup, yeah.
It's unbelievable. But it also goes back to what we said about this, how quality this tournament is this year. It's unbelievable.
No, it absolutely is. I was going to take a peek while we were talking about all this and see Eldon's district is a rough one, but not an out of the question one. Eldon shares a district with Bolivar, that's a good Bolivar
squad. Good ball club.
11-5. They've knocked off Nixa this year. Buffalo, who beat Eldon earlier in the year, but if you're Eldon, you're saying we were at Buffalo, not our best game by any stretch of the imagination. School of the Osage, 11-3. Springfield Catholic, 11-6. Stratford, 13-3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you're talking win percentages in this district are 81, 78, 64, and 68, and then 2 teams at 25% right now. So, tough district, but I mean,
where's districts at this year? Have we been told?
Districts are hosted. Yeah, I don't know if they've said that. Let me click district. That don't tell me. I don't know. They are hosted in a gymnasium somewhere. The way they have Eldon highlighted, I don't know, Eldon may be the host school for all I know. I don't know. But you made a comment there in the first half, too, that playing in this gym with that big old E on the floor, we saw it last year in this Eldon tournament, too. Yeah. These Mustangs, there is a sense of our tournament pride that goes on here.
This is 94 years of this, man. And this is this year's Eldon team. Playing on this court means something, especially in a tournament like this. So,
I need to go ahead and ask Steve Henderson, when we hit the 100th year, do we get like a big halftime show? Is somebody going to come perform?
Yeah.
Do Taylor and Travis get a suite? Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
how's that going to go?
I don't know, but Jason, I was going to ask, are you excited? Tomorrow is the Pro Bowl, where all those teams that have good players that aren't the Chiefs go ahead and go every year. I don't know what goes on at the Pro Bowl because it's been like 5 years since any of our guys got to participate.
I will watch Channel 6 before I watch the Pro Bowl anymore. I quit watching that thing years ago. Yeah.
Why are you declaring war?
Because I have no problem with them, but man, the Pro Bowl for years was like a game of tag. It was like, come on, this isn't football.
Now it's literally flag football.
I mean, it's almost as bad as the NBA All-Star game. So,
I mean, I'm being serious. It is now flag football.
So they went to flag football?
They actually went to flag football.
They actually just took the pads off and started doing flag football.
Now, I want to go back to the days.
Flag football with their pads on.
I want to go back to the days when Lawrence Taylor was playing, and they're like, we're going to run a fake with the punter, and Lawrence is like, no.
Back in the old days, I mean, Yeah, let's go back to those old days when you had college all-stars playing the NFL.
Lawrence
Super Bowl
almost
champions.
caught assault charges in that game. Like,
Oh, yeah.
now the best thing I saw was the last year that Jeff Saturday played center, and he was on the opposite team of Peyton Manning, and he went ahead and switched teams in the middle of the game just so he could snap the ball to Peyton one final time. I'm like, that's
kinda
warranted. But
I do like seeing some of the big guys on some of the skill stuff that just reminds you that dude's 350 and he can do that with his feet.
well, and I just love seeing all those talented quarterbacks get their highlight because it's great. You know, this year's Pro Bowlers and future MVP are all there. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow, the three Pro Bowl spots, and the all NFL first team and second team. That other quarterback, he's no good. You know, Patrick Mahomes couldn't get any of the awards, so instead he's just got to go play in that gosh darn Super Bowl.
Yeah, too bad he couldn't be there with all those guys, but I'm sure they're rooting for him.
It's got to be fun with like, guys, we made the Pro Bowl. And he's like, what's that?
Yeah.
I don't know, but you hold my Super Bowl MVPs.
Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll get to go.
All right, we're here in the American Sun Control third quarter. Great game early. 3 from the Comets. Kind of just launched up, start this. Oh, soft pass and turnover. Very uncharacteristic of Eldon. It's a layup for the Comets.
Yeah, you got to focus in better than that now.
And it's one of those Britton knew the second he let it go, like, what am I doing? That's all right. That's one as a coach, you're like, all right, I know you know better, just correct it. And straight man defense here from Fatima. I want to see how Eldon attacks this. Can they find a mismatch? Well, Britton found one down low and is trying to exploit it as he is working against Max Stukin at 5'11". Hardy will reset. Over to Hull. They flash Hardy off of Britton. Britton's got the back screen. They are showing a little help weak side. Hardy makes space, flips it to Hines, back to Tam. Eldon being patient here offensively. It's flipped over to Ahart in the short corner. He draws the double team. It's stripped away, controlled by the Comets, and then thrown into the front row.
Tell you what, Britton's down there banging pretty hard and got away with a little shove there. He needs to be careful. He's got 3 fouls, and they're going to need him here.
Hop on and get it there. That's great.
Yeah.
Instead, they run Britton off a couple screens. He comes up, sets screen for Talon. Talon drives baseline. It's taken away. He blows a tire and slid to the out-of-bounds line. I say that jokingly, but I swear before they redid the gym in Tipton, there were hollow spots.
Oh, there was. Metal gym, yeah.
You could hear it when the ball would hit. 24-20, Fatima leads. 6:35 to go in the American Sun Control third quarter, all part of the Smart Metal broadcast. Short corner to Xavier Stukin, dished out to the wing. Inside, little runner up and good. That time it was Max Stukin. It's a 6-point game.
Yeah, Eldon needs to get one here.
Mustangs still looking for their first points this second half. We played about a minute 40. Ahart.
He's making him work.
Ahart with the drive. He's hand-checked on the way. I like that. You just keep going at it.
Keep going.
So Eldon will inbounds, just right in front of Coach Caudell.
Get it in.
A little trouble getting it in, but finally Talon gets it in the backcourt. Over to Cody. Cody to Hardy at the top of the key. Thought about the three. Goes back to Tam. To Talon. He lofts it to Britton. Extra pass to Cody, laid up and in. It's kind of genius. When Britton gets it, if you know the double team's coming, Cody collapses to the opposite block. It's going to be open.
Yeah, Cody knows where to go.
Robertson inside.
Nice take.
Yeah, goes right up through Tam. Count it and a foul. Chance for a 3-point play and to make this a 7-point lead, which would be the largest of the night for the Comets.
That's his third foul.
Matthew Robertson has been the answer for Fatima anytime they've needed it. His free throw is good as well. 29-22. Rhett going to check in for Cody. Holm sees the double team coming, hesitates a little, and goes to Hardy. Back into this 2-3 is Fatima. Ahart draws the double, and the skip pass is picked off. Robertson on the run out. Hardy in there, gets a hand on it, knocks it loose. It's recovered by Stukin and tied up.
Oh, I thought they were going to get a jump.
called that, Jay.